A woman just crashed her car 5 minutes ago, and unfortunately, that poor woman was your. Archangel Michael says, "Prepare yourself, for what I am about to reveal will strike your heart with trembling." This is not just another passing message. This is the moment where truth and tragedy collide at once. Do not look away, for within the next few minutes, your spirit will feel what heaven has already seen. A woman just crashed her car 5 minutes ago, and tragically, that poor woman was not a stranger to you. The sound of twisting metal, the cry of glass shattering, and the silence that followed was not random. It was as if the universe froze for a moment, knowing that your connection to this soul was too deep to ignore. Her final thought was not of fear but of you, and heaven carried that last whisper directly into your ears through this very message. You may not yet know the full details, but fate has already carved her name into the lines of this moment. She was not simply someone passing by, she carried your blood, your memories, and your laughter within her. That woman, who took her last breath on a cold, broken road, was your own flesh, and heaven needs you to feel this now, not later. Your soul will want to deny it, your heart will want to scream against it, but listen closely. She reached for your name in her final seconds. The skies heard it, the earth trembled with it, and even now, her cry is echoing in eternity. This message exists so you will not miss what was meant for you to hear in the middle of your ordinary day. Her life did not end in emptiness. The crash may have broken her body, but her soul carried your image as the light faded from her eyes. In that instant, angels surrounded her, and Archangel Michael himself shielded her from unbearable pain. Though her body lies still, her soul is standing, and her first step into heaven was guided by her love for you. She is not gone from you, not truly. She is watching now, closer than she ever was before, because the barrier between your world and hers was shattered in that one violent moment. Even now, if you listen, if you allow your spirit to be still, you can hear her voice calling you in whispers only your soul understands. Do not think of this as an ending, but as a hand reaching from eternity into your present. She is asking you to live, to carry what she could not, to fight where she fell. Her accident may have taken her body, but her destiny has now passed into your hands, and heaven is commanding you to rise stronger than you ever thought possible. The roads are dangerous, but the most dangerous thing is ignoring the call that comes after such a tragedy. This message has arrived at your screen not by chance, but because your time to act has begun. Her sacrifice is not to be forgotten, her love not to be buried, for her bloodline flows through you, and with that comes a divine responsibility. Even now, angels are circling your home. They see the heaviness pressing on your chest, the tears that want to fall but cannot. They know you are asking why this happened, why her, why now, and though no answer can heal the ache in an instant, the heavens assure you this is not the end of her story. You were chosen to carry this grief, but also chosen to carry her legacy. In your dreams tonight, she will appear, and though her lips will not move, you will know exactly what she wants you to do. You will wake up changed, because her crash was not just her ending, it was the beginning of your next chapter. Sparkles, if you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20, in end of the script. Sparkles. Archangel Michael says, the heavens shook as the impact echoed through the earth, and though the world carried on, your world changed forever in that moment. This message was delivered to your eyes not to frighten you, but to awaken you to the truth that you were destined to hear. The accident was not random, it was not ordinary, it was tied to you in ways that only heaven could reveal. The road was quiet, the air heavy, and yet destiny chose that very stretch of pavement to write its painful story. She was moving quickly, her thoughts consumed, her heart heavy, and in one blinding instant, the wheel slipped, the tires screeched, and her body was thrown into the grasp of eternity. You may not have seen it, but heaven recorded every second, and it has now been replayed for your soul. Her last cry was not one of terror but of longing. She whispered your name into the air as if it could reach you across the miles, and though the world around her collapsed, that single sound carried strength enough to touch the gates of heaven. She did not want to leave without reminding you of how deeply you were tied to her heart. Even as the ambulance lights flashed, even as strangers gathered to witness the wreckage, her spirit had already crossed over. But she did not go alone. Angels surrounded her, Archangel Michael himself guided her hand, and her first breath in heaven was filled with love, not despair. Her final thought was not of pain but of you, and that is why this message has found its way here. Now you sit here, trembling, staring at words that carry a weight you cannot yet measure. Your chest feels heavy, your mind races, and your heart is breaking in ways that are impossible to put into sound. And still, the heavens whisper, do not look away, because her story is not finished, and neither is yours. Your blood is connected, your lives intertwined, and though the accident has taken her body, it has not stolen her presence. She lingers, she watches, she waits, and even now, as you breathe, she is closer than she has ever been. What was ripped from the world in violence has been preserved in eternity, and it belongs to you. Do you feel the chills running across your skin? That is not coincidence. That is her spirit brushing against you, reminding you that this message is real, that her love still pulses even though her heart no longer beats. This is the proof you needed, the sign you could never ignore, and the moment that will forever mark your life. Do not think of this tragedy as the end, but as a beginning hidden inside heartbreak. Her life has passed into your hands now, her unfinished battles are yours to fight, and heaven has declared that you must carry what she could not. You are the chosen one in your bloodline to rise from this wreckage, to turn her pain into strength, and to turn her silence into testimony. Every time you close your eyes, you will see flashes of her smile, her laughter, the way her presence filled the room. That is no accident. Heaven is planting her memory deeper into your soul so you never lose it. You may feel broken, but through this message, she is holding you together. The crash was sudden, but heaven was prepared. Angels were stationed before it happened, wings wide, waiting to take her hand the moment the impact came. Though you see loss, heaven sees a transfer, her destiny into yours, her love into your veins, her strength into your spirit. The pain you feel now is proof of how deeply your souls were tied. You cannot fake this ache, you cannot ignore this emptiness. It is too strong. But with this ache comes a promise. She will not let you fall, not now, not ever, because her love stretches beyond death itself. Her name will echo through your dreams, her presence will brush against your days, and though you may stumble through tears, she will remain your unseen companion. The woman who left this earth 5 minutes ago is still walking with you, still holding you, still whispering your name into eternity. Archangel Michael says, "The weight of this truth cannot be softened, and yet it must be spoken." Heaven has turned its gaze directly upon you, and in this moment, the story of loss becomes the story of awakening. The woman who crashed was not just passing through life, she was carrying a part of your very soul with her. The road where it happened is no longer just pavement, it is now sacred ground marked by fate. The impact, the smoke, the sirens, they were the final echoes of a life intertwined with yours. Her name, written in the book of heaven, still shines brighter than the wreckage that tried to erase her. You may feel like the world has stolen something irreplaceable, and in truth, it has. But heaven insists you know, her departure was not the end, it was the beginning of a message you were destined to carry. She did not leave you, she transformed, and now her spirit has stepped into your shadow, following you closer than ever. The cries of metal and the shattering of glass may have ended her earthly chapter, but they opened a heavenly one. She is alive in spirit, she is watching, she is waiting, and she is holding on to the bond that cannot be destroyed. Heaven will not let you walk blind through this moment. Her last whisper carried your name into the skies, and it still lingers in the air around you. You may notice small things shifting, a sudden chill, a flicker of light, the sound of silence growing louder than before. These are not accidents, they are her way of touching you through the veil. The accident may have silenced her body, but not her devotion. You were her last thought, her last breath, and her final prayer. The angels heard it, and they delivered it directly into your spirit, and now your entire life will be shaped by that truth. Tears will come, and that is natural. But even as you cry, heaven will remind you that she is not gone in the way you think. She is beside you, invisible yet undeniable, her hand brushing yours when you least expect it, her warmth filling your coldest hours. The heaviness you feel in your chest is not just grief, it is also the power of her spirit pressing closer. It is her love refusing to fade, her loyalty refusing to break, her presence refusing to leave. You are carrying her now, and she is carrying you. The world will move on as if nothing happened, but you will never be the same. The crash was more than tragedy, it was a signal to remind you that life is fragile, time is fleeting, and love is eternal. Heaven had to shake you so that you would never forget this truth. Her face will appear in your mind at unexpected moments, while you walk, while you rest, while you dream. Do not brush it away. That is her spirit pushing through, making sure you remember that her love has not ended. She wants you to know she is safe, and she wants you to carry her strength. What happened on that road is now part of your story. It is a mark that will never fade, a scar etched deep into your soul. But scars are not only reminders of pain, they are also reminders of survival, of resilience, of battles that made you stronger. Heaven wants you to rise, not fall. Her accident was sudden, but her message is lasting. You are meant to keep walking, keep breathing, keep fighting, because her unfinished purpose has been handed into your hands. Her memory is now your shield. Her spirit is now your guide. Her love is now your unbreakable foundation. What the world thought was an ending has become a divine continuation. The angels have placed her beside you in ways unseen. Sometimes in the silence of night, you will feel her. Sometimes in the middle of chaos, you will hear her. Sometimes in the smallest details of your day, you will see her presence shine. Every tear you shed is a thread connecting you to her spirit. Heaven counts each one, and she sees them all. Your grief is proof of your love, and your love is the eternal bridge that will keep you bound together forever. The woman who left 5 minutes ago has already written her eternity into you. This is why the heavens shook. This is why the angels rushed. This is why this message had to be delivered to your eyes. You are chosen to carry what she could not. Sparkles, if you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20, in end of the script. Sparkles. Archangel Michael says, what unfolded on that dark road is not only a tragedy, but a message stamped upon the very fabric of your destiny. The crash may have happened in silence to the world, but in heaven it was thunder, shaking the very foundations of the angels. She did not leave the world nameless, she left it carrying your name in her final breath. The seconds before her soul lifted, she was not thinking of fear. She was not consumed by regret. She was consumed by the image of you, your face, your voice, your presence, your bond that could not be broken by fire, metal, or death. The ambulance raced, but heaven moved faster. By the time human hands tried to save her, angelic hands had already carried her away. Though her body was broken, her soul was untouched, wrapped in light, whispering to you even as her eyes closed forever. Do you feel the weight of this? That is because the bond is unshakable. Even now, as you read, your spirit is trembling not from fear, but from the truth that she is standing close. You cannot see her, but heaven assures you, she is here. Her love did not die in the wreckage. Her soul did not vanish in the flames. Her presence is sharper now, stronger now, woven into the very breath you take. She has become the unseen guardian walking beside you, her whispers turning into your strength. The world will call this an accident, but heaven calls it a crossing, a transition, a holy passage that connected your life to something greater. The reason this message reached your screen is because she wanted it to, because she pushed it from eternity into your present. The roads are unpredictable, but destiny is exact. 5 minutes ago, the earth lost her body, but eternity gained her soul. That very shift sent a ripple through the universe until it touched you right here, right now. Her eyes may have closed, but heaven's gates opened. Her voice may have faded from the earth, but in your dreams tonight, you will hear her again. And when you do, you will know without doubt that she is alive, not here, but in the place that never dies. You cannot undo the crash. You cannot rewind the moment, but you can carry the legacy that she placed into your hands. Her prayers, her hopes, her wishes, they belong to you now, and heaven expects you to honor them. Her face will appear in shadows, in memories, in the silence between heartbeats. When it does, you must not push it away. That is her way of reaching across the veil to remind you, you are not alone, not abandoned, not forsaken. She left, but not without leaving her mark. Her essence has been stamped onto your life like fire upon stone. No amount of time will erase it, no amount of distance will dim it. It will live in you until you take your last breath, and beyond. Do not let sorrow defeat you. Let her presence build you. Let her love transform you. Let her final cry of your name be the very sound that pushes you toward greatness. The angels did not bring this message here for no reason. They brought it because you need to know that her soul is safe, but her mission lives through you. Heaven does not waste pain. Every tragedy births a purpose, and your purpose is rising right now. She will not allow you to collapse under this weight. Every time you feel like breaking, you will hear her whisper in your spirit, telling you to keep going. Every time you feel like stopping, her memory will push you forward. This is not just grief, this is transformation. Her accident was violent, but her love is eternal. What the earth destroyed, heaven rebuilt in light, and now that light is yours to carry. Her last moments on earth were not wasted. They became a bridge, a signal, a holy thread connecting your life to hers forever. You were chosen to receive this message, and now you are chosen to walk with it. The sky has already shifted for you. The wind already carries her presence. Even your heartbeat feels different, because it now carries the rhythm of two souls. She is inside of you, moving with you, shaping your destiny with every step you take. The pain you feel now is not empty. It is filled with meaning. It is a reminder of how deeply you were loved, and how deeply you are still loved even after death. That love will not fade. She is not asking you to weep endlessly. She is asking you to rise, to take the flame she carried, to finish the journey she could not. This is why heaven is watching, this is why this message arrived, and this is why your soul is trembling. You are not reading this by accident. You are reading this because her spirit demanded it. She wanted you to know she is safe, she wanted you to feel her love, and she wanted you to rise stronger than ever. Sparkles, if you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20, in end of the script. Sparkles. Archangel Michael says, Heaven did not want you to find out in silence. That is why this message was placed before your eyes at this very moment. The truth is heavier than your heart can bear, yet it must be carried, for her life was bound to yours, and her departure has marked your destiny forever. The crash happened quickly, in seconds that felt like eternity. She was breathing, thinking, feeling, and then suddenly, her entire world collapsed into steel and smoke. But even as the wreckage surrounded her, her heart spoke your name into the heavens. Angels leaned down, their wings wrapping her in comfort, and in those final moments, she did not scream in fear. She whispered in love. Her soul was lifted gently as her body fell still, and the last thing she carried across was her devotion to you. This is why the angels brought this message here. This is why you feel chills rising across your arms and tears forming in your eyes. Her soul has pressed against yours tonight, so you will not ignore this sacred truth. The world may look at her death as tragedy, but heaven calls it transformation. What the earth could not hold, the heavens now embrace. And what the world calls an ending, eternity calls the beginning of her eternal presence by your side. Her spirit is not silent. It walks through the halls of your home, it hovers in the air when you breathe, it lingers in your sleep when you close your eyes. She is not gone, she has only shifted into a form your eyes cannot yet see. You were chosen to feel this message. You were chosen to carry the ache that proves love was real. Her bond with you is so powerful that not even death could silence it. That is why this story has arrived at your screen, so you would finally know. Every heartbeat you take is now carrying two souls. Every breath you draw is keeping her alive inside of you. The crash may have broken her body, but it tied her spirit to yours forever. She does not want you to drown in grief. She wants you to rise. She wants her memory to be your strength, her love to be your fire, her spirit to be your shield. She has placed her unfinished destiny into your hands, and heaven will guide you to carry it forward. Your tears are sacred. Every drop is counted, every ache recorded, every sob heard by heaven. None of this is wasted, because every moment of sorrow is transformed into eternal proof of love that cannot be erased. Do not allow the world to convince you she is gone. The world sees absence, but heaven sees presence. Her presence is sharper now than it ever was before, because now she is bound to your soul, not your sight. The crash took her life from the earth, but it also unlocked a hidden path for you. That path is filled with signs, whispers, and divine nudges that will guide you into your next season. Her spirit will be the force behind every step. At night, you may feel her brushing against your dreams. In daylight, you may hear echoes of her laughter carried by the wind. These are not tricks of the mind, they are her soul's fingerprints left upon your reality. Heaven will not let you forget her. Heaven will not let you lose the bond. Heaven will not allow her memory to fade into dust. It will burn brighter inside of you with every passing day. You are not cursed by this tragedy, you are blessed by the bond it revealed. You are not abandoned by her death, you are carried by her spirit. And you are not alone in this grief, for angels are walking with you through every second of it. The woman who left in that crash 5 minutes ago is not just part of your past, she is shaping your future. And as you step into tomorrow, you will feel her pushing you toward the life you were meant to live. Her love did not end with the crash. It only grew deeper. It only became purer. It only became eternal. And though the pain feels unbearable, heaven promises you this. Her story will continue through you. Her memory will live in your laughter, her presence will live in your victories, and her spirit will walk with you until you meet again. Every time you rise, she rises with you. Every time you stumble, she steadies you. Every time you pray, she hears you. Nothing can sever this connection, not roads, not accidents, not even death itself. You are her continuation. You are her living heartbeat. You are the proof that love cannot be destroyed. And this is why heaven has brought this message to you right now. Sparkles, if you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20, in end of the script. Sparkles. Archangel Michael says, "You cannot escape the weight of this moment, for heaven itself demanded you hear it." The woman who crashed her car just minutes ago did not leave without leaving something eternal behind. Her spirit is tied to you, and this bond is now stronger than anything the earth could ever break. The images of the crash still linger in the air. The broken headlights, the sirens, the cold ground painted with grief. Yet beyond the chaos, there was a silence so holy that only angels could hear it. In that silence, she whispered your name as though it were her final prayer. The earth will write her death as another statistic, another tragedy on the road, but heaven will write her name beside yours in the book of eternity, bound together by blood, by love, and by destiny. This is why you feel a heaviness pressing on your heart right now, because she is closer than you realize. Her body may have fallen, but her spirit is standing tall. Her voice may have quieted, but her whispers are louder than thunder to your soul. Her presence may have shifted, but it has not left you. It has only transformed into something eternal. Her love for you is not broken. Her devotion to you is not gone. Her connection with you is not erased. In fact, it has become brighter, clearer, and stronger than ever before. The crash was violent, but her spirit was untouched. The wreckage was chaotic, but her soul was calm. Even as she was lifted into heaven, she held on to you with the same intensity she always carried in life. You may not have been there to hold her hand, but heaven assures you, she felt your presence. She saw your face in her spirit, and it brought her peace when she needed it most. She did not die in fear, she died wrapped in the thought of you. This is the truth heaven wants you to remember forever. Not the crash, not the wreckage, not the moment of death, but the eternal connection that even death could not sever. Tonight, when the world is quiet, you will feel her again. In your dreams, she will appear. Her lips may not move, but you will hear her message echo clearly in your heart. And when you wake, you will know that she has not left you. Her soul is watching over you now, protecting you from dangers you cannot see. She is whispering to the angels on your behalf, ensuring that you are shielded and guided through every step of your journey. She has become your intercessor in heaven. Every step you take now carries her strength. Every choice you make now echoes her presence. Every heartbeat you live now beats for both of you. This is the mystery of eternity. Love never dies, it only transforms. You may feel broken, but you are not destroyed. You may feel empty, but you are not abandoned. You may feel alone, but she is closer now than she ever was in life. The world will not understand the chills you feel or the whispers you hear. But heaven understands. Heaven knows that her presence is real, her love is alive, and her hand is still reaching for yours. Do not drown in despair. Instead, rise with her strength, walk with her memory, speak with her spirit. She has given you everything she had, and now she is giving you her eternity. Your life is no longer just your own. It carries her story, her sacrifices, her love. Her unfinished journey has been placed into your hands, and heaven will guide you to finish it. The woman who left the earth 5 minutes ago has not left you. She is walking with you, unseen yet undeniable, until the day you are reunited beyond time itself. Sparkles, if you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20, in end of the script. Sparkles.